Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a very serious episode for you guys. We want you guys to stick around for, so please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, as all of you are fully aware, Malika Andrews has been the number one adversary of men at ESPN. She's been the number one. She has been in numerous headlines for going after men. First, there was the first incident on live TV that she had with Stephen A. Smith on ESPN First Take, his show, and she sat up there and tried to talk to a 50-plus-year-old man like he was a little small kid. And some people saw no problem with that. Then there was the next exchange between herself and Kendrick Perkins. Then it was her bringing up the background of Joe Mazzulla and trying to put him through the public courts or whatever, like as if Joe Mazzulla was running for the governorship of Massachusetts. There was that. Then you had her latest attempt with the news surrounding Ime Udoka possibly becoming the next head coach for the Brooklyn Nets, and she tried to inject women into the conversation. And to quote her, she said, "What about the accountability to women in the NBA?" And everybody stood up and said, "What in God's name are you talking about? What are you talking about?" And this left many of us wondering, why does the network continue to allow her to do this? We've produced numerous shows on this that has gotten hundreds of thousands of views. And if you go through the comments, people say, why does ESPN allow her to continue to go on TV and do this towards men? And then yesterday happened. Yesterday, during a live taping of the show, I believe it was NBA Countdown, featuring a panel of Mike Wilbon, Stephen A. Smith, Mike Greenberg, and Jalen Rose, they were talking about the possibility of the Brooklyn Nets hiring Ime Udoka to be the replacement of Steve Nash. And while Jalen Rose was talking about this, he made some comments that caused the network to force him to usher a public apology. So for those of you who missed the comments that Jalen Rose had to make, we want to play them for you very quickly, and then we're going to come back. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
To piggyback on Stephen A's point about what Ime did, we know his name. Maybe I'm missing something as it relates to the law, but why we don't know her name? It's not like she's a minor. I feel like we should know her name publicly as well. But with that being said, I respectfully disagree with the legend Michael Wilbon. This is why. I feel like he deserves the opportunity to work again. And if he's going to work again,
I agree with
based on that, and if the Nets, who he's familiar with,
heard what Jalen Rose had to say there. Shortly after that, Jalen Rose was forced to go back on that same show and say this. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
I'm Jalen Rose, and I would like to apologize for a comment I made earlier on NBA Countdown. I question why a woman's name who had an alleged affair with Celtics head coach Ime Udoka was not made public. After an internal investigation, and it was discovered that she was a subordinate to the head coach, I now understand fully why her name should not be released to the public.
So you heard what Jalen Rose had to say. And it was at this very moment, everything made sense to me. I thought that Malika Andrews was the problem, and she's part of the problem, but she's not the root cause. The root cause is simply ESPN are the ones that are pushing this hatred towards men. They are the ones. Because at first you would think, okay, this is an isolated incident, and this is just something that keeps reoccurring with this particular person. But now you have another situation in which Jalen Rose says, listen to the thing he had to apologize for. He said, I don't understand why her identity is being kept secret when, number one, she's not a minor and it was between two consenting adults. That is all he said. And to those folks, he went too far and they gave him a slap on the wrist. Get back and know your place. The hell is wrong with you going out there making a statement? Get up there and apologize for it. Now, here's the most nonsensical aspect of that entire apology. Number one, if you listen very carefully to the words that he used, he said after Let me just make sure I get this right. He said, after an internal investigation. My question is, when did Jalen Rose conduct that internal investigation during that show? When did that happen? Number one. Number two, are you telling me that Jalen Rose wasn't privy to all of the facts before he made that comment? Number three, after reading this quote unquote internal investigation, what did he read that will cause him to change his position? He said that it was with the subordinate. But is that subordinate still not the staff? I'm missing something here. Was the policy that you're not supposed to have any relationship with a subordinate or with another coworker? I'm lost. And according to reports, since people want to behave so self-righteous about Ime Udoka, the lady was married, allegedly. So where's all of this righteous indignation for that part? Of course they're not going to discuss it. Because Ime is an easy target like most brothers. And then you got some clown fools out there that support this and want to intellectualize it to me in the comments section. You're wasting your time. I have no interest, zero interest in partaking in that nonsense. Keep your opinions to yourself. I could care less. That's number one. Number two, some of our viewers feel, with this young man, I'm going to sit up here and educate. Who the hell told you I need you to educate me? Did I ever sit up here and tell you I don't have a father? That I need to come sit up here and listen to you lecture me about what it is about war? Why the hell would I listen to you? Go lecture one of your kids. Go lecture your nephews and nieces. Don't lecture. I got my own dad. That if I need any guidance, I can call. I ain't calling you. So please keep your opinions to yourself. Nobody asks you about who you need to understand. Who the hell are you to explain to me I need to understand the world? Like as if what? Where am I living, on the moon? Am I not living in the world too? What are people talking about? But now it makes sense. And this is why Malika will not stop. They're the ones that are encouraging this nonsense. What is he apologizing for? What exactly is he? So, okay, wait a minute. Help me understand something. It's okay to sit up there and question this guy's ethics, his morals, his character on a daily basis whenever the topic comes up. That's okay. Nobody needs to apologize for that. Of course not. It's cool. He's the brother. These people, they're not human. Just talk about him anyway. It doesn't matter. So what? Pile on top. Does he have feelings? Is he a human being? No. Men don't have feelings. They don't have feelings. Say anything you want about them. It's okay. It's open season on them. They're the ones pushing this. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. And the saddest part, there's some guys out there that want to intellectualize this. They want to make excuses for it. It's unbelievable. He's apologizing for what? He stated a fact. Did he lie? Or he's not allowed to state that fact? Why? What's the thing that Jalen Rose said that was wrong in that instant? It's unbelievable. Y'all bias is clear as day. I don't know when this happened. I haven't been in the States in a while. I don't know when this happened. When did all of this madness happen? When? When did this happen? It's unbelievable to me. And then some of y'all expect me as a man to sit up here and pile on. What would make you think I would do that? Why would I do that? Right is right, is wrong is wrong. But what's the thing here? There are two people involved. But it's okay to talk about one person, it's not okay? And you got these hypocrites at ESPN commenting on something that they will allow at their own company. But because it's somebody else's company, now all of a sudden everybody wants to act like as if they work for the Boston Celtics. What? Haven't there been staffers that have been married to each other on ESPN? So why the hell are y'all commenting on what another man's doing? It's a joke. These are my thoughts. I'll leave it there. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.